Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm the Mysterious JG, and we are at peace with the Oda, but knowing exactly when the peace is scheduled to end, we are already marching towards them. We have a proposal from Vulture BB. Thank you for considering my proposal. I will now convey what I believe should be our next steps. I believe we should watch Mikey and JJ, and if you say no, I'm going to freak out. Due to our diplomatic connections, we are unable to invade any of the adjacent clans. But should our diplomatic relationship change, the Oda clan with about 330k soldiers could be considered a good target. There are still castles that can be developed. We shouldn't pass up this opportunity to increase our crop production. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to find a talented officer. That's all I have for now. Thanks, Vulture BB. Alright. We're kind of just, biding our time now.
Success!
What was successful, friend? Well, something got developed. That's nice, I suppose. Anything left to do over here? This place is pretty much fully powered up. Actually, an even higher level supply station would be pretty good. Gonna take a minute. Yeah, geez, it's gonna take forever. I don't even know if that's worth doing. It'll add a couple of extra days to their march time, but that's about it. 36 days to get an even better irrigation canal. I think this place is fully leveled up as far as seizing stuff. Yep. I'm just sitting here looking at labor that is available to use and trying to figure out how we should use it. And the answer is probably developing commerce. Not a whole lot else for us to spend the money on right now. That's all of our labor used in 60 days. We'll add, yeah.
Do all that I can.
It's, we'll maximize that place, which is never going to be that great, so we'll be... I'm here because he was down on his luck. Kenyo Honganji, I guess the Honganji got wiped out at some point. He's the 11th head of Honganji, son of Shonyo, on anti-warrior class. He encouraged people to revolt against them. He was central to the war against Nobunaga Oda and fought him for over 10 years. Sure.
I am yours to command.
Even though this guy betrayed us in an alternate reality when I tried to ally with him, and as soon as the alliance ended, he immediately attacked. I would very much like for those who contribute the most to receive recognition. I'm kind of short on letters of commendation, actually.
At once.
Is there a way to, yeah, waypoint. And then... waypoint, and then...
A lot of you, with me.
come up here. And those are big old castles, but they don't have enough troops to really make much of a difference. I think we were going to leave Tsugawa alone, for example. Although, you know, if you... they could make a little difference.
Here.
What I'm not doing, of course, is actually
Everyone, with me.
using the prepare command so that they have like whatever bonuses. These guys are just going to be
Your orders, if you please.
marching along with whatever their stats would be, and no bonus from having set a target.
With me.
I mean, that's so that we can be ready to go as soon as the piece ends.
Your orders, if you please.
I think we're going to hit all the supplies that this base has to offer
A
too.
lot of you, with me.
How would you have us proceed? Proceed forward.
At once. We must make a move immediately.
Numata, the Pneumatic Castle.
At once.
Did we make a supply base up here somewhere? We made this a supply base, but it doesn't really have additional supplies saved up yet.
At once. Advance, a lot of you.
Quite. We march.
It's too bad we can't control more, like, we can't control the battles that are where our daimyo isn't present. Because there's going to be some huge battles going on where he is not present, just based on the geography.
At once.
I'm afraid I'm timing this all wrong, too. I think we're going to have quite a
We must
few
make a move immediately.
armies that are just running out of food as they get to the front line here. I want to go to the onsen for my health. That's a good idea. You should do that.
Then, let's begin.
Is Ana Takatatsu available to maybe upgrade this now? Did she, because we got all this labor. She must, maybe she finished. Yeah, she could do it in 56 days.
Leave this to me.
And she's not leading troops. Oh, it's the supply stations I care about. And this one's already all the way up at level 3. You should probably actually
I
be
shall
meeting
see it
troops,
done.
but it is what it is. I'll have people available to take over these new facilities, or these new cities, as I start taking them from the Yoda, because I've collected all these officers. Gotta collect them all.
I will see it done.
And we'll have 3 in reserve.
Quite. Advance.
As you can see, I'm not going to bother to sort of do the mountain pass between Sakurabora and Gujo Hachiman. I'm pretty much going to focus on a big old attack through what used to be the Asakura territories, and then coming from two slightly different angles to get into what was actually the heart of the original Oda territory. Vulture Bobo doesn't have a very large army, unfortunately. I didn't really set it up so he got to impress with the size of the army, but it's the way he uses it.
We march.
Because he's got amazing battle stats. He didn't end up in charge of a place with a lot of troops.
How might we proceed?
How am I doing? Maybe I should be sending some guys up here, though, actually.
Not fall behind.
Numata, the Numata Castle, can certainly march that way. Alright, yeah, I talked myself into it. We're going to also attack
With me.
from the mountain pass between Kujo Hachiman and Sakurabora.
How delightful.
I hope I timed this right, because this is a lot of troops. 2 officers came of age and joined our clan. Kenzitsu Okamoto and... Wait, you said 2. And Tokuhime. Oh, I guess I can't find out about Kenzitsu. I thought I could find out later. He was married to Nobuyasu Matsudaira. When she told her father, Nobunaga Oda, about his violence against her mother-in-law, Lady Tsukimiyama's collusion with the Takeda, he had them both killed. Wow. Wait a second. Married to Nobuyasu Matsudaira. When she told her father-in-law, Nobunaga Oda, about his violence, I guess Nobuyasu Tokugawa's Nobuyasu Matsudaira in this bio. Violence against his mother-in-law. His mother-in-law... Wait a second. Okay, so she's Nobunaga's daughter. Kasumi Oda. That's not Kichio. When she told her father, Nobunaga Oda, about his violence against her mother-in-law... Oh! Nobuyasu Tokugawa was beating up his own mom. Lady Tsukiyama's collusion with the Takeda. He had them. I don't understand. So I guess Lady Tsukiyama was colluding with the Takeda, so he had them both killed. That was a bit of a confused message. But I'm glad she's already a samurai leader. It seemed to fall ill. I want to. Now I'm curious about officers from other clans. So I want to find these Oda officers. Boy, even with all these clans wiped, it's still going to take a while to get down to the Oda, isn't it? Oh boy. Okay. There is a accelerated... Sorry, I'm just looking to see if we can find the port. I'm curious about these marital relations here. So I'm just looking for lady portraits. Because we definitely had, This is not one of the ones that we actually came across. Kanbai Kuroda's wife from the age of 15, mother of Nagamasa Kuroda. Buddhist lady. There's Oichi. I guess she came back to the fold. She's said to be incredibly beautiful. Guy's got an amazing portrait. Not very high stats, though. Otsuya lady. Nobunaga Oda's aunt. She became ruler of a castle. Shingataka began his march. She married some dude and defected. Okay, well that's not... It's an interesting story. Doesn't make her seem like somebody who's... I wonder if she's got the No man lacks for ambition. No man lacks for ambition, and I am no man. And then she stabs the evil spooky dude from Lord of the Rings. What is that guy? He's not like the Lich King. He's the KG Maeda is he's important in Samurai Warriors and not really in Nobunaga's Ambition because he was kind of like known for being a pretty good fighter and not a lot else. I guess he was goofy. This is Nobunaga's concubine. Gave birth to Nobutada, Nobukatsu, Tokuhime. Succumbed to illness afterwards. Is said to be Nobunaga's actual wife in substance. What about subsistence? Finding all these cool portraits, but not finding out as much as I was hoping to find out about. Mitsuhide's wife, mother of Gracia. Showed her own hair to rescue Mitsuhide from vagrancy. That's sweet. Wasn't that common for... Oh, you know, somebody said something in the comments that I meant to respond to. I gotta reread it, though. Talking about... this is Matsu. This is, yeah, Toshie's wife. Wow. Isn't this the guy who's supposed... Yoshinari's third son. Oh, never mind. From his portrait, it looks like he's the guy that in Samurai Warriors 2 is supposed to be the one who killed Nobunaga. Anyway, now somebody in the comments, and I've lost it, Kasumi, using the talents inherited from her parents. So this is just generic lady. Kicho is the daughter of Dosan Saito. She's got decent stats in this game. Later came to rely on his brother. He's, this is apparently not considered a talented kid. Alright, never mind. Yeah, but somebody was talking about how they're annoyed in the story, the way the story scenes keep talking about the honor of the samurai and they would never resort to assassination. Hopefully I'll remember to reread the comment between, or I'll just respond to the comment directly. Because this is a few videos back, I'm ahead a little bit. But yeah, I think it's a little tongue-in-cheek. I think the narrative is talking about how honorable everybody is, and the typical Japanese player with a knowledge of history knows that this is kind of legend. Like sometimes it seems like the narration is almost like jokingly talking about how they would never resort to these tactics, even though we know they did. Like that's what I'm getting from the I'm blank on his name now. The guy that is in the various Neo games is obsessed with like spiders and teapots. That we married into our clan. He's Hide Matsunaga. I think I can't tell if they're joking around when they're like, fools will think that I did something evil, but obviously I'm innocent, because he like historically was considered this incredibly shady guy who was like doing all sorts of underhanded shit. Which was not considered,
Ready.
We will have her not even do the whole,
We must not fall behind.
Yeah, we'll have her skip the whole, supply-based thing. But, yeah, stuff that wasn't cricket, you know, like, sneak attack on, sneaking attacking an enemy base.
Command. March.
This is a whole video of me trying to stagger and have this, like, maximum-sized attack. And, so far, so good. I keep seeing castles that I should have marched out of and then realizing that they're part of not the main, force. Last chance to change substitutes here. Although if I do that, I could end up with some substitutes with terrible war stats. So it might be fun instead to put in substitutes with really good war stats. Yeah, but they need to be attendants, sorry. He's in the middle of something, although he should be the guy. But I have him adding something instead. So let's put in Senehime.
You've my sincerest thanks.
Because everybody's already an infantry leader.
I'm deeply grateful.
So this last thing before we march, yeah, we want to keep you because your stats are amazing.
I'm in your debt.
Your stats are pretty damn good. Your stats are really good. And your stats are good. Although I could put Tokuhime in there, that would be fun. But she's not actually going to be a better officer to lead troops at this point.
It is my turn. Follow me.
Alright, the daimyo is marching. The Oda's spies haven't figured out something's wrong now.
Your wish,
They
my
desperately, they need to get better at their jobs.
friend. With me, the lot of you.
Turn these front line castles into supply bases. Put you into bitch transformer, sorry. That doesn't make any sense. I think I may have overdone it in the middle.
I will. We move. Keep up.
But we should have, because I'm not really being very careful. I'm just kind of by feel figuring out which ways guys should march. But I think we've got plenty of troops in all fronts, and one of them will stall before the others do. But we should do fine overall. Looks like everyone's marched out of the Kanto, who's marching. So next set of marches will be after we've cleared the Kanto. Commerce is improving all over the place. 5 people of Captain Lord Harumoto Hosokawa have passed on to the afterlife. Aww.
Dreams die with me.
Spent my life in service to you as an honor of my existence. It's a bunch of dudes, too. Not amazing timing, because some of them may have died in the middle of marching. So, we're going to do a quick scan for places that are no longer fully equipped with officers. This would appear to be one of them. It is far. I mean, an order is an order. Get your fucking ass in gear, man. What the hell? You are still adding something, so... It says, I am perfect away from the front lines. Well, guess what? You're going to the front lines.
You have my thanks.
Thank you for ignoring my recommendation. I mean, he's saying that because it's up against an ally, so it is considered not front lines now, but obviously that is not the truth. Not the truth. I mean, it's a shame that we lost officers. We can kind of hope that it was officers who were hanging around waiting to be assigned. It looks like we lost like 4 or 5. All right, so we just replaced one. Here's another one, and we already marched out of there, so we can't do anything about that now. So maybe several of them were unassigned, or I guess it would tell us if officers died from the those provinces that we don't directly control. Yeah, those supplies got it. So that's what it means when it's grayed out, that the supplies are probably like less than half. So these guys have quite a few supplies, and they are going to get it. Edo had a huge amount of supplies, and they... Well, we've got all these guys coming through here who have, like, pretty full wood oxen. This whole video, 30 minutes, is just guys marching to the front line, and we still are technically at peace. I suppose the,
At once. A lot of you.
suppose the Oda have a right to say that maybe we weren't taking the peace all that seriously.
Your wish is my command. With me, the lot of you.
Success.
New mineral pods have apparently been found. If we had undercut competition with lower silver prices, we'd be rich now. Well, do it. Tokuhime is not marching. Although actually Kenshin can do it before we'll possibly be at war. Might as well have him do it.
I await your orders.
Stop by and visit Pops on the way to attack. Hi, Dad. Sorry I kicked you out of Takeda Lands. I'm sure that if I hadn't, we wouldn't have been destroyed by the Uesugi, but... who are we kidding? We know that's not actually true at all.
We move. Keep up.
We've got dudes on the front line. I think I mistimed this. I think we marched early and we're going to lose some food. But we got 2 months left, actually. Never mind. We're not too bad. So with that in mind, let's call it a video. And when we come back next time, it does seem, with only 2 months to go in the Alliance, that we pretty much spent an entire video marching off to war. Each native symbol, grab a gun. But I think we're going to be fighting the Oda in the next video. And if not, we're going to be really close. Thanks for watching.